Hey everyone, how you doing? I hope you are doing absolutely fine. My name is Namu and you are watching Vocabulary Practice with Namu. Today in a video I am just going to tell you how to making a habit of reading. In this video I am going to cover what is the importance of reading and what is the benefit of reading and what is the way that you can achieve how to create a habit of reading. So without wasting so much time, let's dive into the video. First of all, I am just telling you what is the tips I have given you to create a habit of reading. The first tips I am going to tell you that read a simple book. Tried if you in a initial stage of reading, you have to choose a book that is very simple in language and that is very simple to understand. So I just recommend you, first of all, you have to choose a kids book that is called comic book. You have to choose a comic book because the language they use, the word they use in that book is very easy, so it's really good for you to understand because it's not easy for you if you are in an initial stage of reading. So you have to choose a book that is very simple to understand, and day by day when you can understand what is the way you have to read a book, then you can switch on to intermediate level book or the genre of the book you want and the interest of the book you want, and you can go on the advanced level when you have a good habit of reading. So always try to pick a book that is very simple and easy to understand, and that is called a comic book. The second thing you have to remember that always try to carry a book with you. When you are going somewhere, just carry a book whenever you go. When you have a spare time, just use it as a reading habit. Just try to read a book. At least I am not talking about that you have to read a book for 1.5 hour. No, you just have to read a book at least 10 minutes because it's an initial step for you. So you have to create a habit and you have to grab the opportunity whenever you can. So always try to carry a book with you. That also help you to try to maintain a habit of reading books. The third thing that I want to give you, that you have to make a reading as your hobby. Yes, you listen right. I mean to say that if you have a hobby, if you have a routine that you are playing games, you are watching TV, you are watching anything, you have to keep the book reading also as a hobby for every day. You also have to reading make you also have a hobby, so that is also good for you to create a habit of reading. Because if you are thinking that reading is your hobby, you can read every day, and that it makes you very impossible, that it makes you very possible to create a habit of reading, and it also helps you to maintain yourself and you always try to read a book. That is really good for you. The fourth thing that I have to share with you, always make a list. When you are in an initial stage of reading a book, you have to make a list that which book you have to read and what chapter you already finished in a book. So always make a list, that is also help you and create an interest in you to you have to read a books. And the last tip that I am going to give you, that you have to be consistent. Just remember one thing, if you are trying to read a book, if you are trying to read a book in a day, you have to be consistent for a month also. You don't need to skip in a single day. It is better to read in a month every day, and it is better for you to read every day, not in a single day you have to skip. No, you don't need to skip. That is the only way it makes interest in you to read a book, and that is also helped you to create a habit inside you, and you always love to read a book. That tips is really important for all of them I have told you. And now I am going to tell you what is the importance of reading books. Reading books always give you more confidence. When you reading a book, it give you more focus, it give you more concentrate on readings. Every student, if you know that every teacher always emphasize you that you have to read a book, because it's make your study more confident way, because you have a concentration when you reading a book. That also help you in your study, because concentration and focus for your study is really good, and that is only can just because of reading. So you always have to read a book. That also help you to focus and concentration. The second important factor that why you have to read a book, that read or reading makes your vocabulary more strong. Yes, you listen right. Reading makes your vocabulary more strong, because when you are reading a books, you can read so many new words, and that also help you to increase your vocabulary knowledge. That also help you to increase your vocabulary knowledge, and you can learn so many good new words for your vocabulary. So reading also help you to increase your vocabulary. The next important thing is that reading also help you to work your brain all over the place. Yeah, reading also help you to work of your brain more good way, because reading can give you more focus on that part also. So always remember that reading also help you to use your brain in a more proper way to be focused. The next important thing that I have to share with you, that reading makes you more confident, and reading give you more knowledge, because when you reading a book, you can learn something new things, and that also enhance your knowledge for every time when you read a book. And the next thing is that reading make you more better person. When you in an initial stage of reading, you can feel that you have earned so many knowledge, that makes you more better person, because if someone is talking about anything about reading a book, you have so many things to describe, so it also enhance your knowledge. So you always try to read a book. The so much reading also gives your jaw muscles exercise. Reading also give you your jaw muscles exercise, because when you are reading, your mouth is up and down. That also help you to exercise of your jaw muscle. So reading also improve your jaw muscle because of exercise, the way you are speaking. So reading also help you to improve your jaw muscle. The next thing that is very important in terms of reading is that when you read loud, it makes your fluency, English fluency more better. When you reading loud, you can give indication to your brain, that your brain can understand what words you are speaking. So it also makes you more fluent in English. It also give you the clear thought that how to pronounce the word correctly. So reading also help you this. So that is so many things that is really important in terms of reading, and I really hope that you can follow these tips, and I really want that you have to try to make a reading habit every day. That also give you so much confidence in front of anyone. That also help you to improve your vocabulary. That also helps you to improve your English speaking skills. That also helps you to communicate well. That also help you to to improve your communication skills. I just want to tell you about mine, that I have did a wrong way, because I have chosen first in an intermediate level book, and that is not because I am not a good reader in initial state, but my vocabulary is very good. So I thought that I have to read a book that is in intermediate level, but that is my choice is totally wrong. The first book I have read, that is The Quick and Easy Way to Effective Speaking. The Quick and Easy Way to Effective Speaking by Mr. Dale Carnegie. The first book I have read. The second book, How to Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. The second book I have read. And the third book I write now, I am not finished yet. The book name is the The Alchemist by Paul Coelho. So this book is really good, but I have not yet finished. When I have finished, I will tell you about that. But I just want to emphasize that you have to create a habit of reading. It helps you to improve your fluency. It helps you to make you a better person, and it also help you to improve your communication skills. So you have to making a habit of reading books. That's all for today's class. I hope you like my content. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Till then, bye bye. Do take care of yourself. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.